Hey everyone, and welcome. We watched it and now we're going to talk about it. We're covering AMC's latest entry to their immortal universe, Talamasca, The Secret Order. I'm your host, Tamara, and I'm glad you're here. Joining me is my co host, Lisa. Welcome, Lisa.
Hey Tamara, hey everyone. My name is Lisa Orban. I am an author. I'm also the founder of Indies United Publishing House, and I love all things pop culture, including Anne Rice.
Before we dive in, just a few quick things. First, we want to hear from you, so be sure to leave us a comment wherever you're listening, or you can leave us a voicemail using the SpeakPipe link in the show notes. You can hear your own comment on an upcoming episode. Second, please hit that subscribe button and follow us so you never miss an episode. All of the links for both me and Lisa are below in the show notes. Third, and most importantly, we are laid back in our review style, right, Lisa?
Oh, absolutely, Tamara. This is a conversation, not a dissertation.
Exactly. No scene-by-scene breakdowns here. We jump around, and of course, huge spoiler alert for every show in this world through the episodes we're talking about today. So if you're cool with that, this is the place for you, and we should just jump right in. All right, we are back again. Episode 5. One more into the finale.
One more.
What'd you think of this week's episode?
Alliances change and are very fluid in this show.
Yeah, they definitely are. That's no question there. But I kind of had an inkling about her. About, what's
Which
her
one?
face? Oh, I can't think of her name right
Helen?
now. Nope, not Helen, but the girl, the helper. The guy's handler. I kind of had a bad feeling about her the whole time.
Oh, her, yeah. Yeah, she's not a nice person either.
Olive, there we go. I don't know why I forgot her name. She hasn't had much screen time, which is probably why I thought she would be up to no good. But yeah, even Helen, she's made slight changes in her stance. But,
yeah. Well, I loved her. Guy, this is not about you. Oh, it most certainly is. Yeah. You send me out here, you put me in a dangerous situation with almost no information to go look for something that I have no idea what it is. And then I get my ass in trouble because you told me to go to, get close to Jasper, which I did.
Yeah.
And yes, this is all about me. I don't care about the larger picture if I'm dead.
I actually don't blame him at all. She deserved that. It was coming.
Yes.
So, and actually, I thought it was kind of funny how he used the peep show thing in the little place. I'm like, oh, that is hilarious. Okay, that's kind of weird,
I love that,
but it had its comic relief to it, so I kind of liked it. Mm-hmm.
And you could tell the girls liked him. Because we had gotten kind of a brief glimpse of them before when he was in there having a sandwich or something, and the girls were talking to him and stuff. So Guy really is a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. He is.
So yeah, they were just like, yeah, back there, third door to the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
If a really uncomfortable looking woman with white hair shows up, just send her my way.
And that they did.
Yeah. She stood out, man.
She definitely did. She looked very, very uncomfortable going in there, but that's the point. I'm going to make you a little uncomfortable and off balance while I read you the riot act.
Exactly.
Yeah. And she agreed. I am still wondering, though, what relationship she has to him that's not familial, because it's not family.
No.
But she's either super friendly with his mother or something, because there's something that makes her feel a little soft toward him.
Yeah, I've been kind of pondering that myself. I mean, it might be that she might have been Guy's mother's handler.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at that point, she would have had a close, because if she could have cared about his mother.
Mm-hmm.
It could be that she feels some guilt because she's the reason why Guy's mother is in trouble.
Right. Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe she sent her on a mission that put her in danger, and that's why she's in hiding.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, we're going to find out, but I do feel like their two separate stories kind of converge at some point.
Yeah.
At the very least, maybe her sister has something to do with his mother. I don't know. There's something there. Some cross.
I don't think it's gonna be her sister because as near as from everything we've seen, there's been she has not seen her sister since she left the institution.
Yeah, that's what they're presenting to us anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they gave us a little bit of insight into Helen too, which is she may not have psychic abilities, but her abilities to
She has a
for
photographic
observation,
memory.
yeah,
Yeah.
are how many steps did I take? How many steps did you take?
Mhm.
The scuff of the shoe. I mean, that's
Honestly, that
very
is a very good skill to have. That's a very good talent to have. Can you
yeah,
imagine you never have to study again? You just
yeah.
see something once and you just remember it. Oh my god, my life would be so easy.
I have I actually had a friend that had a photographic memory.
Yeah,
She sat down one summer and read the Encyclopedia Britannica. That was a summer.
just for
Um,
fun.
oh, I mean, she said she did that, and she read the entire dictionary, and she just, you know, it made her a little crazy, though. She was a little unstable.
But I
Because
think
if you
oh,
remember everything with clarity, everything is present. You know how you can let things go because everything softens with time? If
mhm.
you have a photographic memory, it doesn't.
Well, Helen does seem a little odd, so she seems
And
a
I
little
mean,
off at times, so
if she has and again, if, aside from if she has this photographic memory, if
mhm.
she's anything like my friend was, yeah, things that happened yesterday are as or things that happened 20 years ago are as clear as things that happened yesterday.
You know what that means though, Lisa? That means unless she is, like, really far gone, that
Mhm.
we can really trust her memories because she
Yeah,
remembers them correctly and
yeah.
accurately.
Well, as accurately as a human
She
can.
still has her own perception, of course,
Right.
but before I wondered how reliable she would be as a narrator, but now
Mhm.
knowing that that's her skill, her ability, that makes her a little more reliable unless she's just
Right.
outright lying.
Right. Because it's not because it's
Yeah.
there's the photographic memory, but there's also the clarity in which she remembers things. It's the astuteness of her observations.
Mhm.
Which could make her very formidable. But it means that anything told her at any point in time could, you know, swirl around in her brain and make connections that others may not,
Mhm.
because she has that information readily available
Yeah.
as long
Well.
as her mind's organized.
Mhm. Yeah, that was another little piece of the puzzle for her history that we
Hmm.
needed. We needed to see that about her. It helps fill in the picture of her character for sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm surprised she hasn't found her sister. I mean, with that, I'm surprised, but I guess
but if
she's getting closer.
yeah, and I guess that and it's pretty clear that the Talamasca is doing everything they can to make
Mhm.
sure she doesn't find her sister.
Mhm.
Um, she can't let anyone know that she's looking for her because bad things could happen, and I don't know why they wanna keep them apart so badly, but, apparently the Talamasca is, under the impression that the 2 of them together would be dangerous
Right.
to them,
Or that as long as they're together, they're not gonna be able to control one or the other
or both.
or both. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, stronger
so
together. So, as long as they're together,
mhm,
it's gonna be harder.
right,
So, that might be a good reason as well.
and I am wondering what her sister's powers are.
Mhm.
Is it gonna be telekinetic like the other girl was? Is it she's something about her is special,
Mhm.
um, but it could be any number of things.
Do you think we'll see the twin in the finale?
I think so, or at least
Yeah.
we may not maybe we won't see her, but I think we'll at least get an idea of where she's at or what we'll see like a snippet of vignette of where she is or something.
Mhm.
She may not
Yeah.
be with her sister, but maybe her sitting somewhere recognizable like Paris or something.
Yeah. Or maybe Helen gets, like, a photo of her doing
Yeah.
somewhere, like, she can
Right.
see, "Oh, I found her. I know where she is," kind of thing.
Mhm.
Hmm. Yeah, because honestly, there's a lot they have to wrap up and tie up. even if they're gonna leave some of the storyline open, there's still a
Mhm.
lot of loose ends. You never just end a season with, like, everything open, so they've
Right.
got a lot to do.
Right.
I'm curious to see what they'll do with that. And now Guy and Jasper, let me just say, I did like that the episode pretty much picked up exactly where we left off, with Jasper and Guy at the mother house, and he's about to get in big trouble with Jasper. It's going down, and I gotta admit, I don't know why I am so grossed out by Jasper's character as a vampire. Every time he kinda hisses and shows teeth and gets close to someone's face, I'm like, "Ugh."
Mhm.
I don't know, just something about it just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Guy was clearly uncomfortable because, he's about to be, I don't know, vampire food or some shit. He was gonna do
Yeah.
something to him.
Well, and it's kind of interesting how quickly Jasper went from, "Hey, you can be my ally," to, "Oh, you're gonna be vampire food,"
Mhm,
simply because, the little witch showed up and said, "Hey, your guy's in trouble."
mhm, yeah.
Um, and so Jasper's paranoia is, probably about 11 on a 10 scale. Yeah.
Maybe a little higher than that. I mean, he really expressed how angry he gets when people lie to him. He really hates it. Like, that
Right.
is his number one thing, "Do not lie to me," but he's kinda lying, so I don't know why.
Yeah. Everybody lies.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone he's dealing with at the Talamasca lies.
Mhm,
Um, and really, or Guy really didn't do anything to warrant the um exaggerated anger Jasper
yeah.
had.
Mhm,
I mean, Guy didn't want to go into a vampire filled hotel, and he's like, "Hey, I don't think this is a good idea."
right.
You know, um, Jasper's the one that pushed it. Jasper's the one that forced him to do it. Jasper's the one that put him in this situation.
Mhm,
And then when Guy's like, "Okay, I did my part and I think I'm done now because this is out of my depth."
mhm.
Jasper has a fit. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
"How dare you deny me what I want?"
yeah. He is like a petulant little teenage brat or something
Mhm.
about it. Like, "This is your bad plan. This is your fault, and now I need to get out of here." He's, like, over it. Guy's done,
Right.
and he wants to just be done, and Jasper's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sir, you're dead."
Right.
And I don't like that about him, but that doesn't surprise me. He is a vampire.
Right. I mean,
But
and like I said, vampires in this world aren't necessarily good or evil. They're kind of like people constantly on cocaine, where everything is all the feelings and all the emotions are just ratcheted up.
mhm,
So if they weren't a good person to begin with, they're not going to be good vampires. If they were good people before they became vampires, they tend to stay good-ish. You know,
mhm.
I mean, they're still probably eating people, but
Mhm. Right,
depending
right.
on their menu selection, I mean, it could be a net good.
I guess it depends.
Yeah.
But, Doris comes to the rescue and
Mhm.
she intervenes with her flame chemicals and,
Yeah.
her spray that she stole off of the cart at the hotel,
Mhm.
and she burns Jasper so badly. He is so crispy.
Yes, he is a very crispy critter.
And again, like, I have a slight issue with how she was able to sneak up on him. I don't understand how that's possible. How a human can sneak up on a vampire in this world where they have these abilities.
Well, as a witch, what she does have the ability to mask.
I know, but
Most of them have a masking ability, but,
throw me a scene then where I see her go whoop 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 something. I don't know.
yeah,
Whisper some words. It doesn't have to be much. At least then I will understand. But just to like have me out here, I think it's kind of lazy writing that they did that.
yeah. Well, I know that she can mask her thoughts to the point where they're just it's not that you can't penetrate them; it's you don't know they're there.
Well, you can't
So
mask your heartbeat. You can't mask yourself breathing or
true,
walking or
true.
anything else.
Of course, he was a little preoccupied,
He
but
was, but
you know,
I feel
yeah,
like we're giving the writers a little too much credit. They messed
right.
up.
I mean, because honestly, he should have been able to hear her in the car.
Yes, he should have, which is
Um,
like, you gotta be kidding me.
but again, since she is a witch, witches do have the ability to mask themselves so that they're invisible to those around them.
Yeah.
So, and maybe that's what she's doing. She's masking
Nope,
herself.
she's not. They didn't show it. She didn't do it.
Okay.
That's just how I feel. I just feel like it would have been so little to give me 20 seconds of seeing her do a little whoop-de-woo. She don't have to explain herself. We all know what she's doing. We can connect the dots. But to just have it totally off page and never bring it up, never say anything. Hell, even Guy didn't say, "How did you sneak up on him?"
Right.
Something. I don't know, I guess. But
I mean, and Guy know there is something that's off about her. And when they were in the safe house,
mhm.
when they were laying there looking at each other, and there's that moment you're going, is he going to try and kiss her?
That's what
And
I
he gets up on his elbow and he's like, "You're holding something back.
mhm.
You're keeping something from me."
I'm starting to wonder if she's not just a witch. Like she's a witch and something else.
She's something. I mean, she is more than she appears.
Yeah. And that hopefully may explain some of it to me in my mind. If whatever we find out she is, maybe she's just something else.
Mhm.
Because I have to admit, I was not surprised at all with that twist that Doris had the book. I was not surprised at all that she had it. Were you? Yeah. She was lying the whole time. I'm like, clearly she's holding something back. And he called
Yeah.
her out, and then we do. Like, no surprise. Well,
So she probably is the one that took it from um Kevis.
yes.
But
Which
I don't think she's the one that killed Kevis. I don't think so.
no, but she was there. Maybe she was hiding or
Maybe.
something because like he saw the bag
Mhm.
and then it was gone. So she was definitely there. But maybe it was just a couple of seconds,
Yeah.
that's all she needed to get in there and get it. I don't know. Maybe hopefully we'll see a little bit of an explanation or get some, I don't know. He'll see the bag and she'll have to explain herself. Because that's kind of weird. But I'm like, okay, that didn't surprise me. But what did surprise me about um that whole, I'm gonna call her detective bowl cut.
Yeah.
How in the world? Okay, she is the hardest working detective ever. She had figured out so much on her own, a lot more than the average detective could do.
Mhm.
She's just, I don't know, the writers just gave her every so when she follows so there's 2 things that I kinda wanna tie back to that event that killed those 2 people. So as she's following, she finds the disc, the little USB. During that scene, as she's following the woman's tracks and she's seeing where the package left her hand and she's following
Mhm.
along, she finds herself in the park, but that thing was hidden. How did
Mhm.
you know to go right there? You touched one other place and then you went straight to it. Now that shit annoys me. There's no way you just knew I'm gonna reach right up here and put my hands right on it. That is not, and it was not visible.
Mhm.
That shit annoys me so
Well, we've only
bad.
got 6 episodes. We really don't have
Dude,
time for her to search a whole playground. You
no,
know?
but fast forward it. I don't know. I just feel like, again, the writers are just expecting us to just give them so much grace in all these areas. I'm sorry, that stood out to me. The instant she put her hand on it, I said, "How the hell she know exactly where to go?" Okay, so they get that. That's going, and then so they also found some other DNA there,
Uh-huh.
and it turns out that they pull up Helen's picture and put it on the board. Where was her DNA in the system where they could figure out that that was her?
I don't know.
How was her DNA in the system? She's a part of the Talamasca. Don't they go around erasing they shit? Like,
Yes and no.
how? Is that even possible? Has she been arrested before? How did they know that the DNA found was hers? That
Well,
assume okay, I would just assume, well, maybe she's but it's Helen. Come on, she doesn't look like the kind of person just go around getting arrested.
right,
And she's in this secret society that if she had done something crazy, that you would have think they would have erased her stuff or she would have erased it.
right.
I don't know. It just seemed weird.
Well, now here's do they have her name as Helen?
No, they just said I don't think they said a name. I don't think
Because it could be her twin sister.
it could be. I don't think they said a name.
Because I couldn't read the screen. I couldn't read, so, um, I was kinda I mean, so it could be Helen, but she does have an identical twin.
She does.
Mhm,
I don't know. Maybe it is her sister. Maybe that might make more sense
mhm.
because I'm like, how in the hell?
I mean, maybe that's the clue that will help Helen find her sister.
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
if since they're
idea.
identical twins, not only will they look alike, they'd have the same DNA.
They sure would.
Yeah, they would.
And but that's so simple though. If the sister has somehow gotten in the system another way, with Helen being so, vigilant about finding her, how does that not flag her some way before? Like, wouldn't she be scanning for her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that still doesn't quite jive for me
Yeah.
with but maybe that might be a good explanation. But if she got arrested or somehow her DNA got into the police system, Helen would know it.
Maybe not because the mother house in England hasn't been sharing.
Yeah, they've been on some other
Mhm.
stuff.
And they're trying to keep Helen from her sister, so
Mhm.
they would probably actively work to keep her from knowing.
Yeah.
So even if she did pop up in the system, Helen may not necessarily know because they wanna make sure the 2 of them don't connect.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe. We'll see next week. I guess we'll know more for sure next week on that specific topic. But what else? There was one other thing. I was like, what?
Well, all the witches on the barge got, you
Uh
know,
yeah.
slaughtered.
Yeah. So that goes back to old girl being deceptive.
Mm,
Olive. Ellen probably suspected that she was dirty because she purposely told her bad information on purpose. So either she was testing to see if she was,
mhm,
or she knew she was, and she sent her in the opposite direction.
mhm.
Although she did get all those witches killed, which is not good either. Like, come on. See, she doesn't want to seem evil, but then she does evil things. Can you just say you saw he's ran off in some other direction? Why you gotta say?
Because it's a Talamasca and, collateral damage is their thing.
Yeah, clearly, and she's okay with it.
Well, I
So,
mean, it is very possible. I am sure Helen has sent many people to their deaths,
mhm.
probably knowing they were going to die and just neglected to mention that part of it to the person.
Well, like the one lady probably who got offed in the first 5 minutes of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
Her. She probably had no clue what she was getting herself into, and clearly God didn't either. He had a part of the story, and he soon found out, but he didn't have it either. He didn't have the
yeah,
warning.
yeah. I mean, well, and no one's sharing full information with anyone. You
Mhm,
know, everyone is lying. Everyone's hedging. Everyone's keeping secrets.
mhm.
Um, so there's really no trustworthy people on this show. Guy may be the most because he's the only one there that's has absolutely no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I think maybe he might become more of a gray character the more he learns or the longer he's in this.
Yeah,
Because he is already kind of starting to change a little bit. He's not as green as when he first got off the plane. So you can kind
right.
of see he's morphing a little, but he still has a good heart, I think. And he really just wants to find his mother.
Mhm.
So that's driving him above all else. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll change though even more and not and be just like Ellen. Who knows?
I don't think I don't think he'll become Helen. Helen has dedicated her life to this organization.
Mhm.
For whatever her reasons. She has been a part of it since she was a young child.
Yeah.
It's the only thing she knows.
Right.
And, and Guy even called her out on him. He's like, I'm off the books. They don't know about me. You
Yeah.
kept me out of their system. You kept me out of all the systems. And that makes him wonder why.
Well, now we know that he was off the books, but they knew about him
Yeah.
because of Olive. So he was officially off the books, but London knew about him the whole time.
Yeah. Well, as soon as she brought him in, he became. But yeah.
Mhm.
But prior to that, no one knew
Yeah.
until she called him in. No one was aware of his existence.
See, and again, that kinda just is almost, I guess, not really clear because it seems like Helen has a lot of power and a lot of access.
Yeah.
She's able to create an escape plan for Guy. She's
Yeah.
able to keep Guy hidden for all of his life until that point.
Mhm.
But she can't manage London. She can't find her sister. It's very strange the things that she's able to do versus the things she's not able to do.
Well, I mean, within her own wheelhouse, she's in charge of the New York mother house.
Yeah.
That's her ball of wax right there. But everyone answers to Amsterdam. That's
Mhm.
the big mother house.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't just because she knows something doesn't mean that she's going to share it with the London house or any of the other houses. She may keep it because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And every house is like that. They'll share what they have to, but they'll keep what they don't have to share.
Well, maybe she didn't tell Amsterdam either.
Yeah. And so as long as it's dealing with her house,
Mhm.
she wields a lot of power. But when she's on, you know, London's turf,
Mhm.
she
That's
she's a
nothing.
guest.
Yeah.
She's a guest at best.
That makes sense. I'm wondering why she even tried to use Olive then. Like, Olive is clearly a part of that London house.
Because
So,
she needed a way to keep track of Guy.
mm,
Also, I'm kind of wondering if she was also dangling him out there as bait.
bait for Olive?
So she knows something's going on in the mother house. They have no idea who he is.
Mhm.
By bringing in Olive, that makes the London mother house aware of his existence.
Mhm.
So he now becomes enticing. And here's the weird thing though. Everyone that talks to Guy assumes that he is like them and has been raised in the Talamasca.
Mhm.
Even Jasper is assuming that he was born, bred, and raised
Right.
Talamasca.
Right.
And he has no idea. I mean,
No.
he has the barest of knowledge of of
Yeah.
of what it is to be Talamasca.
Mhm.
But everyone is making an assumption with him that he is long seeped in this culture.
Mhm.
So and that's Olive, and that's, Jasper, and that's everyone else to do with that house, the London house. So I'm wondering if the reason why she had Olive come and be his handler was also to trace back where this information went to
Mhm.
and to make them subtly aware of Guy's existence without pointing an arrow at him.
Mm. Maybe, I guess. I think I could believe that, but I think they are all expecting Guy to be in the system, like a
Yeah.
part of the infrastructure that they grew up, they are all a
Mhm.
part of
Yeah.
because it's unheard of to have someone outside of it.
Yeah.
So,
So like I said, they're aware
yeah.
of Guy, but they're not.
Mhm.
Mostly they're making assumptions, but no one really knows much about him.
Yeah. But Jasper does now. He knows because he told him his story, right? He told him.
Yeah, but Guy never said to him that he wasn't a part of the Talamasca. He said that the Talamasca had to do with his entire life and chose his path.
He did say that.
So again, the assumption is they probably all think that they had an active role. like it's had an active role in Helen's life
Mhm.
and probably Olive's life, probably quite
Mm.
a few of them.
Mhm. I can see that. So I don't know if that's helping him or harming him. I don't know. I mean, right now, he barely escaped with his life. If it wasn't for Doris, he would have been dead.
And
So
Doris is, I'm not sure what to make of her. She does seem to actually want to keep Guy alive
she does for some reason. I'm not,
for some
I'd like to
reason.
know. Yeah. What's
Yeah.
that reason?
What's the reason? Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, and Kevis could have part of it to do with it. She very well could be, but there's something more going on.
Hmm.
And I would really like to know what it is.
Definitely. Same. I'm very curious about that reason
Mhm.
because I know when Doris first appeared, I'm like, why does she feel like she wants to help him? Like, because Kevin said one thing about this guy? I don't
Right.
know. Like, what is it that makes her think that it's a good idea to follow him around and save him from himself? What is the catalyst for that? It could, like, really, just because she spent one night with the guy, that's why? No, that can't be it.
Yeah. Um, she does appear to be able to either read minds or at least eavesdrop into a room. Because when she was there standing on the corner, she was listening to them talk.
Hmm.
So I don't know if she has the ability. She has telekinesis, or if she can simply listen in. She has an eavesdropping ability.
So, what other creature could she be? Like, what else exists in the world that Amber's created? So, she's not a vamp. She
No.
clearly is part witch, if nothing else.
Well, I mean, she could be entirely a witch, but I mean, not all witches have the same power. When we were watching the Mayfield witches.
Mayfair witches.
Mayfair, thank
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they all had a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one girl the fact that she could read thoughts, everyone put on music because she couldn't read then,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was very upset about that.
Yeah.
Um, but others, they all can do different things.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not, so she could just, I mean, she could be a witch. She could just have some unique power
Mm-hmm.
or something special about her.
Hmm.
So without being anything else.
Right. Yeah, it could be. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what to think of Doris quite yet.
Yeah. But all witches are not created equal.
Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah. I mean, some are barely on the register and some are almost godlike in their power. So, you know,
Yeah.
like
As we
Rowan.
saw with Rowan. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you did have a whole ass relationship with a demonic thing. So I mean,
But I mean, even before that, she was,
uh,
her power wasn't as strong, but I mean, she could
she
affect,
could see, yeah,
she could see into people's bodies and,
their
diagnose things and
brains,
even make small changes.
give people aneurysms and shit without
Yeah.
meaning to. Like,
Without meaning to.
oh my gosh, that was fiasco. But
Yeah. But,
yeah,
but like I said, that was even before,
mm-hmm,
you know, um, she got the special help. So,
right.
um,
Hmm. Well, hopefully it's something good and interesting, and it keeps her in play in the story. 'Cause
yeah,
that would suck if she got murdered.
this is
But
true.
anything is possible. She could not make it out of the
Mhm.
finale.
Yeah. No, I think she's gonna make it.
Mhm.
Um, I'm sure we're gonna have a few more deaths, but I Guy's gonna make it. I'm pretty sure the witch is. I'm pretty sure Helen is, but everyone else,
Olive's a throwaway. Olive's a
I was a
throwaway.
throwaway.
I think, Detective Bullcut, she's gonna make it because she has to solve this thing,
Right.
and she's probably gonna turn out to be, like, helping them 'cause once she figures out what's going on. She's gonna
Mhm.
not be, against them, I think, but that's just me
Yeah.
guessing. Who else could be up for on the chopping block?
Let's see, the nominal head of the Talamasca in London.
Yeah.
He could very much be on that list of people about to die.
That would be easy to kill him off. He's gonna die anyway.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Mhm. So I'm trying to think what else? What else was in there that we get everything?
Well, they apparently were really happy about playing board games. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm like, oh, this is a little bit like to me the story slowed down a little bit during that time, but it I guess let us see them become more friendly with each other.
Mhm.
And I was wondering, would they actually like she's like, "What are we gonna do for all this time?" I'm like, "Are you guys gonna do it like rabbits or something for the whole
Yeah.
time?" I'm like, "What's gonna go on?" And it was very dull, which was fine, and I did not mind that, but, yeah, I'm
I
curious
I
now.
did get kind of a giggle though. She opens a chest and you don't see what's inside. She's like, "Jackpot." I'm like, "Oh my god, what'd she find?" It could have been
Yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
Literally anything. It could have been weapons, it could have been magical things, it could have been clothes, it could I was wondering, is there like a stash of cash in there? Because this is a safe house. Yeah, I mean, it could have been anything. No, it's board
It's
games.
board games, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty interesting, but one
It
thing I can appreciate about their time in there is that they followed instruction.
Yeah.
Alan said, "Do not step outside, don't do it," and they didn't do it, so that is how they will live to see another day because they followed instructions for
Yeah, they
once,
did a good job,
Yeah.
they really didn't try
Mhm.
to sneak out or anything. Look at them go.
I know, because usually when people you tell someone not to do it, they do it, and
They
then,
do it.
yeah, I guess they really wanna live and get out of the city, so there's that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good episode, I think. It did like I said, to me, it dragged a little bit in spaces, but it wasn't
Mhm.
too bad. The action parts, I think, kinda made up for it, like, with the fire scene and
All of 'em
yeah.
sitting there smoking the cigarette nonchalantly. Yeah.
Yeah, Jasper being gross,
Yeah.
I just cannot.
Well, when he's sitting there burned, "Are you having a hard time looking at me? Is something wrong?" You know?
Like, I would've just told him, like, "Dude, you're crispy right now, okay? So I have a hard time, like, looking at you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?"
Yeah, he
The
just needs
truth.
if he feeds a couple of times, it'll take
Yeah.
care of that.
Yeah, he was drinking the, old ancient's blood.
Mhm.
He's drinking that stuff to help him heal faster, but
Yep.
although since he was so against them getting the blood, I'm surprised he was using that.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Mhm. Like, but that means he had more than the 1 vial, or did he only drink the 1 vial?
I think he only drank the one.
Okay, we only saw him drink 1, but I was like, "Is he drinking more?" Because I know Guy handed him that 1 in the
Mhm.
hotel room.
'Cause that's all he had.
Yeah. Well, maybe
Um,
that's all he took then.
yeah. And we don't know how Jasper feeds.
Mm-mm.
We've never seen him feed.
And I don't want to.
Yeah. But, I mean, and we truthfully don't know how old he is. Because, like I said, if he's an old vampire, he doesn't need to feed very often.
Mhm.
Um, but the way he talks, it sounds like he's only a couple 100 years old, which isn't generally very old for a vampire. But we also don't know who his sire is either, so and that
Right.
makes a difference too.
Yeah, as we saw with Interview with the Vampire, so
Mhm.
that definitely makes a difference, so
It makes a big difference.
hmm, I don't know, I have a feeling whoever that is kinda lower on the food chain. He just doesn't come off as a very powerful vampire to me.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that people can just slip by him and set him on fire just like that. I
Yeah.
just I don't know.
I mean I will go out on a limb here and say he's definitely higher on the scale than, like, Louis, because Louis is considered one of the weakest vampires in the universe.
Mhm.
Armand, though, is considered one of the most powerful. So,
Yeah,
um, and Lestat is high ranking.
yeah.
There's only a small handful of vampires stronger than him.
But I wonder, could Louis be a higher ranking, or is it just his personality that makes him low ranking? Could he develop some other things if he I'm saying, like, he doesn't have to stay down there, right? His
No,
powers could
I mean
grow.
y there's ways that weaker vampires can rank up, and one of them is to drink the blood of an older vampire.
Yeah.
Um, and, his feeding habits also keep him weak.
Mhm.
Um, and Lestat has offered in times past to share his blood with Louis to help make him stronger. Armand has too, and Louis just said no.
Oh, he's such a okay, let me like, why would you turn it down? Like, don't why do you wanna be weak?
Because there's a whole big thing in the books, and it makes perfect sense for his character that doesn't translate well to
The
film.
show. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Um,
Mhm.
but I mean, Louis he's much beloved by most vampires. A lot of them feel very protective of him. He's a very sweet vampire, I guess is a good way to put it. I mean, he can be dangerous. Don't get me wrong. He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he's yeah, he's
I mean,
among the weakest.
when humans are involved, he's just as scary as anyone else. He can bite their head off. He's a
Yeah,
vampire, like you said.
yeah, he's a
But
vampire.
if you rank him with the other strong
Mhm.
vampires, then yeah, he's the B team. He's B squad. But
Yeah,
mm, interesting. Well, I am curious to see how this ends. I feel like with one episode, what, 40 minutes, 45
mhm.
minutes or something like that, there's not a lot of time there. I'm
No.
very nervous to see if they're going to be able to nail the landing. Like, can they bring it home? I don't know.
You know, I haven't been disappointed by this show
Hmm.
overall.
Hmm.
I mean, we could nitpick it to death if we wanted to. We nitpick anything to death, but overall, I've been pretty happy with the season.
Hmm.
Um, and as long as they hit the broad strokes, I think it'll be fine.
Hmm.
Um, I I just hope it's not a swing and a miss.
Yeah. Yeah. I think just from our conversations, I think you like the season more than me.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I do.
But it definitely wasn't a miss, it was fine. If it kinda came in middle of the road, I didn't hate it, but I didn't say, "Oh, it's the best thing ever," either.
Right.
So
I will say I do like it better than the Mayfair witches.
now see, I okay, so I will say I liked it better than the beginning of the Mayfair Witches, but
Mm,
surprisingly, once I really got into it, like, it was a hard, rough start, it really
yeah.
was. But once I really, like things started moving for me, I was really, like, all in. I didn't love everything going on, but I
Yeah.
didn't think it was horrid at the
I
end
mean,
of it.
I didn't hate it.
Um,
Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
I don't want anyone to think that I hate it because I didn't. You know, I did
yeah,
enjoy watching it.
mhm,
Um, but I don't know. I think I'm kind of I'm a little warmer to the Talamasca than I was to the Mayfair witches.
that's fair. 'Cause I mean, Mayfair Witches season 2 even was like season 2 was kind of weird. I'm like, it's kinda wonky a little bit, but
Mhm.
again, they had some really high notes uh, going on, like, throughout the season. There were a couple of beats that were, like, just really good,
Mhm.
and I kinda think it's similar in this show. Like, a couple of every once in a while, you have some beats that just hit right, and,
Yeah.
they do it really well, or the action's really good, or something's kinda funny, or so they have, like, these beats throughout the whole season,
Mhm.
but neither one of those shows gives me the warm and fuzzies like Interview with the Vampire does. I love
Right.
everything that they put out on that show. There's no boring episode,
Mhm.
not one. I'm fully invested. Like, I want that. I want that level of excitement, but
I mean, and let's face it, Armand and Louis are really nice to look at.
they are. They are. That kinda helps a little bit.
They are very pleasant to look upon.
Yeah, that is the truth. That is for real. But yeah, so yeah, I agree with you. Talamasca isn't a bad show. It's interesting, and it definitely out the gate, it did a better job than Mayfair Witches out the gate. So I
Yeah.
guess we'll see long term for me if it
Yeah.
continues to hold up or lose a little bit of momentum. We'll see.
Mhm.
Did Mayfair Witches get a renewal for season 3, or is it done? Do you know?
I haven't heard. I haven't really looked either though.
Okay. Well, And we don't know yet if is getting a season 2, I don't think. It hasn't been announced, has it?
It hasn't been announced, but the way they're running this season, there's no way they can wrap up everything in one episode.
No, but honestly, I think they always run these kinda shows with the expectation that they're gonna get another season because they probably have a long game planned, but
Right.
that doesn't mean they're gonna get it.
But AMC seems to be pretty invested in the whole, Anne Rice universe.
Yeah, they are. So, if nothing else, hopefully they'll just get one more, even if it
Mhm.
doesn't
I mean,
last.
and it is
Mhm.
possible that because the Talamasca does run throughout this entire world, they could pick up bits and pieces that are left hanging and fill them out in other shows.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, and that's very possible.
Mhm. Yeah, I
But
was really wanting to see that black guy from Mayfair Witches in this show. It didn't happen. I was, like, disappointed about that, but it's so, like, isolated from everything else right now with exception of the Daniel
mhm.
crossover or whatever.
And that's only because he was doing a book signing.
Mhm. You know what? Someone said that Lestat's song was playing in that bar that Helen went to when she got the gun.
Really?
Yeah, like, one of his
Huh.
songs was playing, and I saw that somewhere. I said, "Really? I don't even remember what song it was or what it sounded like or anything."
Because
So
yeah, because they haven't really played any of his music. I mean, I know that he starts a rock band,
mhm.
but I don't believe I've heard any of the songs, have we?
Well, apparently they're saying it was an Easter egg in there and it was playing
Oh,
there. So I don't
okay.
know. I almost have to go back and watch that scene again and see if it sounds like him to me or not.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, they haven't released any of the music yet. So I don't know. That was just one of the things that one of the blogs was saying. So who knows
Huh.
if that's true or not, but that's what they think anyway.
Yeah, because I haven't seen any music him release any music per se.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I couldn't say. I mean, it was background music.
Right, right. So it wasn't something that obviously stood out. But
Mhm.
if they did lay some music in there that was from that character, then they are kind of like connecting the world,
Mhm.
the little bits of the world even
Mhm.
more. So, I kind of want to go back and listen, but I kind of don't. So we'll see if I end up doing it or not.
I was kind of thinking about at the end of this season, um,
Mhm.
just watching it one straight through,
Mhm.
and because I think because there's a lot of little things going on, little details that I think might be easier to catch if you watch it in a straight continuity.
Mhm. Well, that might be something to do on a snowy or rainy Saturday or something.
Well, we're getting those. It's raining here right now.
It snowed here already. It's
Oh,
not like snow on the ground right now, but like last week, it was snow on the ground when I woke up. I was like, "What the?"
we had flurries. I'm
Yeah.
just very upset with this whole situation.
Yeah.
Why do I live where the air hurts my face?
Yeah. It's hot the rest of the year, though.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know. I can't even lie. I love my all 4 seasons. I love them all, even though I wish some winters were a little shorter. But
I, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I don't want weather. I want climate.
yeah, okay, that's fair. I get it. Uh huh.
I want the ideal of spring, the ideal of summer.
Hmm. The best weather of all the
Yeah,
seasons. Yeah.
right. I don't want
Mhm.
weather. I want climate.
Yeah. Because honestly, I feel like, on that note, I feel like I got gypped out of my Michigan fall. Like the fall is still technically fall, but it feels like winter. It was so
I
short
know.
this year. It was like not even funny.
Dude, we went from like 90 degrees and then it dropped down to like 60 degrees. And then it, was like in the 50s for like 2 weeks. And then it jumped back up for like 2 or 3 days to warmer 70 weather. And now it's, back to, hey, you might get snow tonight.
Yeah,
You
gotta
know,
love it.
I'm like, come on,
Global,
winter, just wait your turn.
well, just a little global warming. That's all. A bit.
Just a little bit. So,
All right. I think I'm done.
I think so.
Okay. You guys, this was a great episode to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed our conversation. If you watched the episode and you agree or disagree with things we said, please leave comments. Leave comments on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you're listening. Don't forget to rate us and follow. Make sure you are subscribed so you get a little notice when our next episode comes out. And we'll catch you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.